Hi, today I'd like to talk about what I refer to as the Nomad Advocate. And anybody working with me in Papillon Libre has probably heard me throw this term around because I'm sort of hung up on it, but mostly because it's an important subject, and to me it's just another symptom of victimization. But in order for us to combat the behaviors of a nomad advocate, we sort of have to understand what drives a person to become one. And you guys are probably wondering what I mean by the nomad advocate. Well, a nomad advocate is somebody who has survived child molestation, and they probably survived it alone. They probably never told anyone, or maybe they told a couple people, but they credit themselves for their survival, and they credit themselves for their current status and strength and perseverance, and they know they have this calling or this tugging on their heart to advocate for other victims, and probably even that they want to do this so the other victims don't have to go it alone like they did. The problem with the nomad advocate is that they still want to go it alone. They want to help others, but not in conjunction with existing services, not in collaboration with other groups of individuals. They're still not maybe ready to trust group organizations like churches. They might not want to go join a church because there's people there that they have to invest in and that they would have to rely on and become transparent and vulnerable to. And this is really difficult for the nomad advocate. Their heart's in the right place. Unfortunately, they're not in the right part of the healing process to fully help self-actualize other individuals. Going it alone is what gave power to our perpetrators. Keeping us quiet and self-reliant to a fault is what continued to power them and what continued to victimize us as we went on in life and grew even into adulthood. That cycle needs to be stopped, and that cycle is so overlooked that I've sort of taken it as a pet project of Papillon Libre to find those nomad advocates and help support them. But I can't take full credit for this because the person who first brought it into the light for me was one of our favorite people who I've talked about here before, and that's Dodi Johnson. And Dodi, one time I asked her to sort of help bring Papillon Libre to the public, and I knew that she was doing her own advocacy work and going out and public speaking and doing things on her own, so I wasn't sure that she would bite and want to help us with our cause. And her response to that simply was, I've done it on my own already, and I'm tired of doing things on my own. In her own words, she let me know that it was time for her to participate in group efforts to bring the prevalence of child abuse to light. And with that statement from her, I gave a lot of thought to my own sort of nomad advocate ways and my wanting to spearhead this idea and stop the cycle, and I could do it without the help of others. I can do it on my own. I've done everything on my own. And then in that moment of humility, I realized that it's really more possible to do it with the support of others. Which requires me to again become very vulnerable and rely on others' experiences and their expertise and their feedback. And there's a saying at the church I belong to. It's not their saying, but they use it a lot. And it's if you want to go far, go together. If you want to go fast, go alone. And I just find that is the case with this cause too. The only way to fully stop the prevalence of child molestation is for us to start going it together. And you're going to see some information up there or down there or on the blog, depending on where you're viewing this video. And it's going to link you to some organizations that bring these groups together and work in collaboration with other groups. And I'm just really encouraging you to check them all out and to show your support for the cause by joining them, by participating in these discussions. And for those organizations out there with existing services, Papillon Libre is here to help you spread them. We're not here to compete with them or replicate them. We're here to help you spread them. So if you need our help, you'll let us know. And you can go ahead and email info@papillonlibre.org, or me personally, fawn@papillonlibre.org. We're looking forward to hearing from you and working with you.